coming
Thank
to Art
you.
This, episode 9, our first episode here in the fall season. So everyone, please give yourselves a hand for joining us here today.
Thank you so much.
all.
Yeah.
John, how are you? It's been a while since we've been on television.
Yeah, our season premiere. What have you been up to?
I've been up to a lot of stuff. Been working on some documentary stuff. We'll get more on that later.
Yeah, we'll chat about that before
Yeah.
we get done with the evening, but talk a little bit about what's going on behind us here
Well,
tonight.
very pleased on our first episode here in the fall season, we have a young, organic, farm fresh, if you will, alternative rock band called The Sisters.
Free range?
Free range.
Excellent. All right, I'm looking forward to that.
How about you? What have you been?
Well, as you know, ladies and gentlemen, one of us heads out in the art field and tries to hobnob with a real live artist and do a field package where we bring together some interview and some performance footage. This program, we have Kevin Modaf, who is related to me, and we'll feature him in an artist segment. Student media producers will appreciate Kevin Modaf. He's a student filmmaker from Columbia College in Chicago. He's in his senior year there. And he's going to talk to us about his most recent film called Don't Run, a Chilling Drama. All right, he's going to talk about how he made that movie and some of the ins and outs. So we'll also get to talk to one of the actors, and I think you'll find Kevin's reflections insightful and interesting, and you'll have somebody to commiserate with if you're a student producer. So let's hear it from Kevin Modaf.
I didn't want necessarily a good or a bad ending. I wanted people to think about what it means and have the sort of thematic elements take precedence over what happens physically. The majority of the film is set outside, and a lot of it has to do with nature and sort of natural things. The main character's death is just sort of an accident, and that's what happens in life. So I wanted death to have a sort of organic feel, and I found this bizarre mask at a party shop and just glued some leaves and twigs on it and gave it a real, like death as a part of nature type of theme. I actually did everything for this film except act. I worked with some other students on films in the city, and I got along with them real well, and I knew that would probably be the case if I was working with other students, that I would be able to get these people and work with them well. But the problem was we all had our own things we had to take care of, and I knew I wanted to film outside of the city. That was a big commitment I would have to ask of people. So I structured things in a way that I would be able to handle myself in all aspects as far as shooting and directing and editing. Just so that I could, first of all, test my limits, know what I'll need help with in the future, and find out what I can do on my own and sort of develop my strengths and work on my weaknesses. I took a tripod and stuck it on a cart which carried golf bags. It was, ended up being a very effective dolly. I had plans to go out and buy stuff to build a real streamlined one that would require a track, but I needed to move that thing around real quick, and I didn't know how fast or what the aspects of having to have someone run towards the camera as I'm moving. For one person, it was a bit too much, so I downscaled, and it ended up working out really nice.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, see you around, okay?
Lighting has always been a thing that I've had trouble with, and especially as doing camera work, there's always been someone else setting up lights or someone else managing lights, and I've done other outdoor shoots before where I've had to work with the light, so I was luckily bringing some experience into that. But for my camera selection, the school provides certain levels of camera to certain levels of students. So when you're in the foundations, you get some lower level stuff, and as you move up, you get higher end equipment. But I was lucky enough to have my own Canon T3i and a good card to go with it, and some software that made it an even more powerful camera body than it was when I got it. So I was able to fine-tune, especially the lighting and the color as I was shooting in a more precise way than I think other students had available to them.
The other runners?
I was concerned that if I used an actor's voice and manipulated it with my limited knowledge of sound, then it would end up sounding hokey. So I opted to do something different, and I had watched some students do silent films before and had those intercut titles of speech, and I thought, well, wouldn't that be something interesting to do for Death? Give him a more eerie feel, separate him from all the other characters. You don't hear his voice. It's almost like he's speaking to your mind and to the audience's mind directly.
Yeah, normally when you think of Death, the physical figure of it, you think the scythe, the Grim Reaper, the skeleton head, you know, what we see in maybe cartoons or movies. But I took a fresh step kind of going along with the fact that he had the leaves on his eyes and the stick in the mouth, kind of like a guy who would be in nature. So I made him calm, kind of collected, but still that really spooky, eerie feel. So I gave him kind of a limp when he walked, so he just had this spooky feeling the entire time. Not like jump out scary, but when you see him, you know that you're a little uneasy when you look at him. I felt that maybe a couple of times I was kind of trying a little too hard, but I hope as people looking at it as from an actor's standpoint that it was kind of seamless to walk into that role and just like I said, to make them feel a little spooked and a little scared, but not so uneasy that they can't watch the film, because it's not something that's supposed to jump scare you, but it gives you that feeling like he's really dead. He's really talking to this guy, and the actor, the runner, is actually scared of this thing. And it's just he's coming to this realization that here's Death, and I've got to make amends with him.
On this film, the one theme that I think is most important is I guess it's a little, I feel a little silly saying it, but it's you never know when you're gonna go. So this main character had a chance to make amends with people that he might not have ever done in his life had he not been given this opportunity. If you have the chance to make things better, take it. Don't squander it. It's that's what that line, "walk, don't run," I think means.
All right, sir.
Great. All right.
I appreciate
Say
it.
that was 5, right?
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. Have a good day. Who's next, guys?
Hey, Sammy, it's my turn.
What? Oh, sorry, I was asleep there.
Okay, cuz,
Rufus, I'm gonna put this around you.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't hurt. Superman cape.
I got new clothes there, so I don't want to get them dirty, you know. Got on that Goodwill. Oh, that tickles her. Oh, yeah. Hey, oh, don't mess with that.
What you got going on up there, Rufus?
That's a nice sassy look for girls. They like that.
You get this to lay down?
Don't lay it down. It's supposed to stick up there. Oh, I'll tell you
You gotta
what.
hold still, man.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you, everybody. Now, Don't Run, a Chilling Drama can be viewed on YouTube. Just plug in Don't Run, a Chilling Drama. Or if you want to see dozens of Kevin Modaf's films, go to YouTube channel Muffin Monkeys. That's right, Muffin Monkeys on YouTube. And you'll see animations and great feature films from Kevin Modaf, film producer. We've got a great band in the house right now, though, and Stephen's going to visit with them and talk with them about how they make their art. Please put your hands together for the original alternative rock band and their organic, The Sisters.
3, 4. We don't love you anymore. 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 I'm so sad I'm skipping to the beat of a candy drum. And I'm so sad I'm slipping on the handle of a sweaty gun. I'll stick with you, ooh, if you want me to. It's hard to argue when I'm stuck to the bottom of your shoe. Stick around, won't make a sound. Gonna keep on pretending that you need me around. Gonna stick around, won't make a sound. Gonna keep on pretending that you need me around. I wish I could get some sleep, I wish I'd get some rest. I like to tell you that when I'm with you, I'm not at my best. If I don't question, you don't have to choose. You bring me down, but that's old news. Gonna stick around, won't make a sound. Gonna keep on pretending that you need me around. Gonna stick around, won't make a sound. Gonna keep on pretending that you need me around. Anymore. Thank you.
Hey, John.
Hey, Steve.
We have a problem.
We do?
That's right.
Just one?
We have this fantastic show called Art This, and we need some fartists.
Fartists. That's people who make art with their phone.
That's
isn't
right.
It?
Phone
P-H-A-R-T. Fartists. This is what you do. Send us your best phone art. That is the pictures you've taken that you think are inspiring or otherwise extraordinary. And we will assemble it into a 1-minute feature called Fart. So, Art This.
Remember the Tin Woodman from The Wizard of Oz? He wanted a heart.
What do you want a heart for?
To thump and thump.
What would you do with a heart, sir?
I jump for joy, I jump. I'd be careful of what I eat, make sure it's proper for my heart. I'd never eat things that would make me too fat.
That's a good start.
But would you exercise?
Exercise.
Each and every day.
If the doctor said it was good for my heart, you betcha, right away.
All right, welcome back to Art This. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with Arlo Barnett, Ian Gordon, and Zoe Barrett.
Yeah.
So first off, what was the name of that first song, Arlo?
The name of the first song was, well, it's kind of a mangled version of a song I wrote when I was very young called Stick Around. And we added a bunch of stuff to it. Everything we just played, and everything we're about to play is brand new. We're kind of trying it out here.
Okay. So do you like that title of Organic that I gave you in the open?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
All right.
It's not bad.
So tell me a little bit about, your band name is The Sisters.
Right. That was funnier whenever we were an all-male group.
Okay.
It was pretty much created as a joke the first time. But we had some lineup changes, and Zoe's in the band now, and we were a three-piece.
So tell us a little bit here. We like to know how sort of this art is created, how this music is created. How do the three of you work together to write and perform that tune you just did for us? Talk a little bit about the process.
It varies a lot, really. A lot of the songs that we like to play, all three of us, are usually co-written. They're usually either combinations of other songs that we've written or just totally original out of the band's own mind. But there are a few songs that we have that originated with one person writing most of it and then elaborations on that. You know, a lot of the times they're cobbled together and a lot of the times they're predetermined.
How do you decide who plays what instrument? Because you guys are well known in some of your live performances to switch around quite a bit.
Right. Well, it kind of depends on who wrote the song. Usually the person who wrote the song, or most of it, like Ian was saying, is singing, and that's a little easier done with a guitar in your hands and not drums all around you. So usually that's the main determinant, whether whoever's the vocalist is on guitar. But sometimes we just think, yeah, this could use something wild and crazy, so we'll have Ian with his distortion and Arlo with his flailing limbs.
Yeah, I play the distortion.
I play the flailing limbs.
Like the Flaming Lips cover band.
That's right, the flaming limbs.
There you go, there you go. So, you guys are going to play another tune for us here in just a second. What's the name of the second song you're going to play for us?
It's actually untitled right now. Right now we're calling it
Ian's Poopy Smile.
Ian's Poopy
Good
Smile.
tune.
Because that's how it makes us feel.
Okay.
Makes us feel like a poopy smile.
That's original, folks, right here on Art This. An all original song title here. So Zoe, how long have you been playing with this lineup?
Well, a couple years ago, I started out playing with them, and it was the first year that I had been playing bass, and I wasn't very good, so I stopped playing with them. But then I started playing with them again, like 3 months ago or so.
Yeah, something like that.
And I've been playing bass a little longer now, so.
Yeah.
In total, probably like 5 months.
How often do you all practice?
Once a week when we can. I have a really busy schedule. I'm in college here at Morehead State, and he goes to school. She lives in Lexington, so it's hard to get us all together in one place. But we try to do it about every week.
All right. Well, hey, will you stick around and play one more tune for us?
We will stick around for Ian's Poopy Smile.
It's going to be a good one. And where can people find your music online? Social media? You got any sites?
Yeah, we're on Facebook, The Sisters Band, after the / and Bandcamp, thesisters.bandcamp.com, right there.
All right. What do you think, John? A couple of quarts of Red Bull, we'll go on the road with them. All right? All right, folks, we'll be right back with Ian's new song.
My name is Scotty Purnell. I've been here 9 years. We take the trash out of the buildings and put it in the garbage truck. In there, the chute is way up high on the wall where the trash comes out into the buggy. And you have to take a big iron hook, reach up and hook the trash, and it's falling down towards you. It's not a boring job. It's, you can get out and talk. We're always finding something very interesting. You never know what you're going to find in the trash. I like my job very much.
This driver got to this point 14 seconds sooner than this one. He could have killed himself and others in the process. 14 seconds saved. Was it worth it?
Look, Boo-Boo, a smoldering cigarette butt. Our good friend Smokey the Bear will be glad I stamped this one out. Ouch! 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 O-U-C-H! Ouch!
Why do people smoke, Yogi?
According to statistics, they'd be better off if they didn't.
Why don't they quit then, Yogi?
It's not easy to quit smoking, Boob. Most of today's smokers started as teenagers, before the dangers of cigarette smoking were known. The kids thought smoking made them look grown up.
And now they can't quit, eh, Yogi?
They can quit, but it isn't easy. Like that man over there. He'd like to quit. He doesn't enjoy smoking, but he's hooked on the cigarette habit.
Does anyone ever quit, Yogi?
It takes willpower. A lot of people have quit, but the best way is not to ever start smoking. Then you won't end up like that man, smoking cigarette after cigarette and coughing his fool head off.
All right.
Oh, how about the sisters, huh?
Fantastic. Yeah, loud and good.
Yeah. Think we could go on the road with them?
I think so. They might let us drive.
We have cheaper insurance rates.
Do the Red
right?
Bull runs or whatever. But really, thank you so much for bringing in great
Yeah.
musical talent on
Thank
Art
you.
This. You always nail it, and the sisters are no disappointment. Where can folks see them again?
Well, check out their sites, Bandcamp, obviously, and Facebook.
Facebook.
And they will update some of their touring schedule, they told me. And yeah, get out there and see them, folks. This is live, organic, fresh, 100% original music, and you got to support that stuff.
Yes, thank you, the sisters. And don't forget, you can see Kevin Modef at Muffin Monkeys channel on YouTube. You can see all of his original animations and films. He'd appreciate the traffic and any comments that you might have for him. Well, that's a wrap for Art This number 9, isn't it? What's going to happen next? At the end of October, October 29th, we've got a fabulous show planned.
Yeah. Close to Halloween, folks, we're going to have Sammy Lowe with the debut of Rufus, his new ventriloquist American.
Well, they call them ventriloquist dummies, but I think Rufus prefers mannequin American.
Mannequin American.
Yeah.
That's more politically correct.
He says it hurts their feelings. He says dummy hurts their feelings. I don't know.
We're
But anyway.
also going to see a little bit of a teaser from the project I did last summer called Commonwealth Curiosities, where I struck out in the state of Kentucky and actually visited some old roadside attractions. I even went to Dinosaur World and got inside the T-Rex mouth.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yeah, all right. Well, we'll look forward to Commonwealth Curiosities from Stephen Middleton next time on Art This. October 29th, you're welcome. Bring your friends. We'll bring in more chairs if we need to. You are a fabulous studio audience. Thank you so much. Please have a big hand. Let's get out of here. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good job.
Number 9. Thank you all.
Thank you, everybody. You're fantastic.
Going for a tight shot of Steve.